Chris is a master perfumer. He has a style of both Western techniques and Arabian techniques. He specializes in a lot of ouds type of fragrance. He's worked alongside of the likes of Zergoff, Fragrance de Bois, Ninashi? I can't even say it. And a lot of amazing brands. Yeah, and today we're gonna just have a brief one-to-one, ask questions. And I wanted this event to be an intimate, exclusive event. And you know, a lot of the time when Chris comes, I get the chance to have lunch with him. But this time I want you lot to share the experience with me and with Chris. So yeah, and that's it. And then later, there's some fragrances. We've got a young lady that will engrave your name on it if there's enough fragrances for everyone to go around. If you got your own perfumes, you can get your name engraved as well. She's here to engrave anything. Maybe you want to engrave your cameras or something, I don't know. But we're gonna start now. Chris, would you like to say anything or?
No, thank you for coming, to take time to come all the way to here to see me, to spend some time with me, with Walid, so it's wonderful.
Okay, thank you for having us.
My pleasure.
If you don't need anything, Gabriel is his assistant. Yeah, we're good to go.
I mean,
so,
also they want to ask something.
No, they're gonna ask after I ask.
It's not a problem.
They get to ask after. So, Chris, how are you today? How was your trip? By the way, Chris flew in today. He flew in today. He landed today.
No, it's okay, but it's quite near. So
okay,
it's not too
amazing.
far.
Okay, so basically, tell us about who was Chris before he became a perfumer? What was your life like before you became a perfumer?
I mean, in fact, I've been always
a perfumer.
No, a perfumer. No, I was involved in the family business, so I've been always thinking that I wanted to be into the business. As a perfumer, it came almost like 17 years ago, and I was forced to become a perfumer. It was some problems of health of my dad, so I was thinking like, before I was a salesperson, marketing person, traveler. There was a day that the news set up that my father was going to be sick with a cancer, and then there was a bad news on that. He's still alive.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
So it's like, then I say, okay, I need to continue the business. So I started learning. So this was how I became a perfumer.
So how did becoming a perfumer, being part of a family, how did it shape your creative direction? How did it shape your direction of making perfumes? You know,
when you're in the family business and you have the best school that is your own school, then you have your team who teach you, and then at the end it's like you are in the industry, and then they don't make your limits, because at the end of the day is your playground.
Yeah.
So I got the best school that was internal house, and then it was okay.
So when you said internal house, so you learned perfumery where?
I learned in the lab.
In the lab.
Between with my assistants, with my dad, with everyone.
So would you say you was taught in your family business? You had your own in-house lab. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So tell us, what was the first fragrance you ever made, and what did it teach you?
No, it was not. The first creation that I've done is not a question of which one it is. It's like you do blends, and after that I remember when you start doing your things, and say this one can be nice. I can put it, sell it. Yes, one of the first creation I sold it years after. A customer tell me, "Oh, show me something." I bring that one.
So you have a library of creations. You have them there, and you never.
Yes, but I'm still. I'm doing all the time. But from time to time, you say, "Oh, that one was nice," and then why not to refresh it? So it was like that.
I read up on some of the techniques in perfumery, which I didn't know, and I wanted to know what's the difference between Western blends and Eastern blends in perfumery. What would you say the different contrasts?
Eastern and Western, we can say more or less.
The techniques.
No, it's not a question of technique. I think it's like if you're thinking more into the Middle East scent or something, that you're going to use the ingredients that they are from that part of the world, or that you're using the ones, let's say that they are coming from India, ingredients from there. French school, we can say, is going to be the Western, I think so. So we are saying, okay, if it's a French school, you have this, so it's the taste that is going to be managed in Europe, let's say. We are getting more, nowadays we want to have more, let's say, Middle East sense over here.
In the West.
Yeah, so it's just using different compoundings or ingredients that go inside.
So you mentioned ingredients, which is part of the questions. Recently, there's been this whole thing with niche, dupes, which that's not the question I wanted to ask. What makes a niche fragrance expensive? Because last time I sat with you,
I think it's the ingredients.
tell us a bit about the materials. Why is the material so expensive?
It's the ingredients. I mean, it's the sourcing of the ingredients, the quality of the ingredients is the same. Like if you have, for example, you can have a bergamot that costs you, for example, 50, and you have another one that can cost you 300, and you say it's the same way, yes, but it's the same like if you are getting, for example, the Wagyu meat from Japan or the Kobe beef, it's like, it's the same cow, but it's a treatment different. So it's the same if you're looking for a specific jasmine and if they do it custom made with, it has a value. And this is making you different. So the trick of a niche is in fact the quality of your raw materials. I think it's the same in the food industry. If you collect the things that you are, let's say, growing in the garden and everything with a different style, is going to give another flavor. So it's the same in the perfumery. More you are using a niche ingredients or exclusive or custom made is better than the standard ones. Okay.
Sounds. You told me one time that you bought a material for 50,000.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oud. It was.
Oud, yeah?
Yes, it depends.
Is that quite common? Just buying one raw material as a perfumer, is that common, or do you guys look for better type of materials?
But sometimes it's not a question that the price is this, but sometimes it's the uniqueness of the scent. Sometimes you travel and they show you, I have this, and then you say, why not? If a customer wants to pay it, then it's okay. I was calling the guy, I say, you want it? Yes, okay, then we put it, this is the price. Okay, go ahead. But you need to know that it's going to be a very limited, yes, don't worry.
Okay.
You cannot repeat it.
So it will be a one-off, once you sourced it, you can't get it again. Is that how it is?
Yes.
So it's $50,000 or pounds, whatever, but once you get that's it.
Yes,
that's gonna be an exclusive.
I know for what perfume you are talking about.
Yeah.
Now we are facing the problem that is shortage is production, and the customer still wants to produce this, and I already start telling him, like, we need to start blending two things to not to reduce the quality, but at least to make it last longer the quantity of this raw material. So just like this, slowly we will change it, and we will not affect too much the effect.
Okay. So is that bad for perfumers if as a perfumer and you mentioned to the client saying, you know what, we wanna kind of.
For sure. Yes, honestly, I don't like to tell them like, oh, now we are going
or is it common?
No, we are. I mean, normally we try to find something that you can source regularly and it's not going to be affected. But sometimes when you play with natural ingredients, it happens. So you always need to know that, okay, if it's crops, this can be affected some percentage, but sometimes it's impossible to get it again because maybe you are aging an ingredient, or you are finding a specific, then you cannot do. And then I've even told the customer sometimes, look, my production by year is, let's say, 20 kgs. Your order needs 50, so that means you need to wait 2.5 years. Sometimes they tell me, I wait. So they wait. So the launching is going to be in 2.5 years. Sometimes I tell you, no, sorry, I cannot do it. Not even in 2 years. It's impossible.
Is it because you have to source the ingredients? That's why it takes.
Sometimes there is not. If I can source because it's available, but it takes time. we need to wait. And even if you wait, you cannot get it, then it's impossible. Then you tell him like, we need to find an alternative. And it is like this.
Can you guys hear, by the way? Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking.
Yeah, because I'm talking slowly.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I don't like to listen me, so.
So tell us, what's the hardest ingredient to work with? Which is the one ingredient that sometimes can be a bit challenging to work with? Which is the one that you find challenging as a perfumer?
No, it's not a question of ingredient that you find challenging. It's not like this. I mean, there are ingredients that you like, and then always a challenge. But the thing is, for me, I'm very. I mean, when I'm playing with the amber notes and woody notes, and especially the woods, I'm very easy on that. It's like where I've grown, and I find, but it's expensive because they are. And these kind of ingredients are expensive, so it's challenging every time that you do a trial and you are using sandals and natural jasmines or roses. At the end of the day, you are just a trial and it's costly, so it's expensive.
So tell us, what's the mood? Like, what state of mind you have to be to start a fragrance? What do you do? You know, some people, they might play music. Some people might, meditate. They might be like, what's your process, Chris Maurice? What do you do to start a fragrance?
It's not like...
You have to be in the mood. Do you wake up one day and say, I want to create this fragrance. I had it in my mind. Like, how does it work?
Honestly, before it was more like that. Now you don't have time. Now you get less time to enjoy this, and then you need to do it like you have timings. Customers, they are coming, and then they tell you that they are forcing you. So at the end of... Sometimes you feel like you are not enjoying anymore because they force you to do the things, and not every day you are in the mood to smell, or your health is not okay, your brain is not okay, your mood is not okay. The first question when I'm entering the lab is, are you going to smell today? Sometimes I say no. Sometimes I say, yes, come on. And they were not expecting that this today I want to smell. You have ideas, there are days that you are more motivated to work rather than other days. So it's not like a ritual that, okay, today I'm going to be creative. No, it depends how you mood, how is your mood.
How you mood there. And usually when you do create a fragrance, what's the mood you want people to have? So if I smell your fragrance, what do you want me to feel?
No, I feel
like, do you ever think like this as a perfumer?
No, I mean, I don't think, honestly, I don't think what is going to be the people is going to think about it. I'm doing my style, and it's my mood, and it's for me. It's not, I'm not thinking like, are you going to, I don't care. That's like,
would you say a lot of perfumers are like this, or would you say people?
No, me. I'm talking about
I know you. I don't know who. But I'm talking about that.
You should ask them. But for me, it's like the good thing is like if I want to transmit to, if I want to do something, is my mood, is my taste, my mood, and I think it's okay. It's what I like. If you are coming to me, means you accept this kind of style of me. If not, you have open door to go to somewhere else. Really, it's like I don't. But it's normally is my style. If I don't like that, someone comes. No, you need to do like this. No, sorry. This is me.
So when you have clients and they say, I want you to mix this ingredient with this ingredient, how does that, do you mix it, or do you say, no, this is not going to work?
No, I do it, but sometimes I'm saying, okay, this is what you want, this is what I present. If I have mood, I give you. Sometimes I say, I don't have time, so I do whatever you want, but I will do with my style. At the end of the day, you want this like this, okay. I do it, but in my way.
Okay. So tell me, what makes a perfumer a good perfumer? What's the key ingredients for a perfumer to be a good perfumer? Or, for example, what makes a masterpiece fragrance? What's the key? How do you make a masterpiece?
No, I think it's like freedom on the creativity from the part of the trust of the brand on you. Then not put limitation on your creativity in terms of cost. So it's when they tell you open budget. So you do whatever you want. You don't even pay attention. So they like this. They don't put a limit on the raw materials, because when they tell you like a budget, you need to understand that from this side you are not going to use it, and then you have this palette. So at the end, it's like, okay, they want a beast mode fragrance, they want a long lasting, and they are limiting you in price. No, say no, it's impossible.
So talking about budget, what's the most you've ever been commissioned?
No, there are fragrances that the kilo can be 3,000, or sometimes they can go up to 5,000 and even more. But at the end of the day, it's
So what's
for the project. It can be done because when they are selling in a small tola, 3 ml, 1,000 euros. Then you can calculate. If you say numbers, you say the kilo can go up to 30,000. So really, you need to understand how it's like. Don't limit yourself on the cost of the fragrance. At the end, it's like, okay, I'm not going to tell you the way that you need to do it, but when I'm giving you the quotation, make your numbers and think what it is.
What's the most budget you've had to play with? What's the most a client has come to you and said, look, Chris, I got this much. What's the most that you said, wow?
It's not a question of how much it is. I tell you, I have recently there is a perfume that is costing you 3,500, and he already launched it in the market, and the customer doesn't say nothing. He's putting the price, and it sells. He has placed an order of 80 kilos. So imagine, make the numbers.
So 3,000 for 80 kilos.
Yes. And
I mean 3,000 for 1 kilo.
3,500 for 1 kilo.
And he ordered 80 kilos.
80 kilos. So it's not a question of he's not scared on that. He put a price, he sells.
So the maths is mathing, guys.
Makes sense.
So it's not
Makes
a question
sense,
of if you put limitation on the budget, then you are limiting the quality of the scent.
This is a question for me that I wanted to. I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but this is for me. I wanted to know. Obviously, I have a brand, and part of having a brand is you want to understand perfumery, how the notes work, accords, and so on. Can I become a perfumer, or do I have to study perfumery? How does it work? Can I become a perfumer in my bedroom? Or do I have to go to uni and study chemistry? No. What would you advise?
You can be. The advice is like, first of all, you need to have a budget. So you need to have some power to get your raw materials when you're starting.
Okay.
The thing of me is I used to have the factory, so it was easier than in your case if you want to become a perfumer.
So you had access. So number one is getting
access to the raw materials and to the budget of blending, because it's going to be costly. Especially if you don't have the factory like I was lucky to have. After, for sure, you need to have the freedom or to do it. So that means if you are by yourself, you can do it. Then you have the budget, you have the freedom to do it, and after you need to have the creativity or not afraid to become to make a mistake. Because sometimes they do, I don't like. And I've been sitting with people. And it's
you mean clients?
Clients that they want to, they are perfumers. They come to me and they say, oh, can you help me to develop my brand, blah, blah. And then we are talking and say, I'm a perfumer, but I'm not satisfied with what I'm doing. And they don't trust in themselves. So the first thing I'm saying is, trust in yourself. If you trust in yourself that it's going to be okay, you can do it. If I was afraid to do or to present to my customers what I'm doing, and every time I was saying, no, I need to be confident about what I'm showing you. For me, it's like, this is a winner. It's a winner scent. So I don't accept that you are going to tell me, no, this is a winner. Put it in a bottle and it's okay.
Take or leave it.
More or less.
Yeah, take or leave it.
And it happens like this. Sometimes, for example, I'm doing a brief for you. You tell me, no, don't worry. I will give to him. Don't worry. In a few years, I will tell him, go and ask him. And then is when I'm telling you, fuck off.
Yeah.
It's like that. I did it many times.
So people come to you, you give them a good fragrance.
Yes, and after I'm telling them, you remember that when I gave you, it's there. Say, yes, but it was not meant to you. Sometimes you need to trust.
You need to trust. So confidence, money,
freedom,
and
many things. If you have it, you can make it. And luck. And be in the right place in the right moment.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Okay. What would you say about a fragrance? What makes a fragrance timeless? Something that you can, because even this was, I'm going to say Kenza said this to me when I had a conversation with Kenza, yeah? a lot of the time people can wear clothes, right? You can change the clothes, but fragrance is very, very personal.
But I think it's
So
a question
what
of-
makes it timeless? Something that you could wear for even the fragrance you gave us.
But I think it's a question of luck. You cannot know that when you are doing a fragrance that is going to be timeless or something like that. It's just, as I told you, you need to be in the right place, in the right moment, with the right people, with the right brand, with the right marketing, with the right everything. And then it's once in the lifetime. Every time they say, oh, can you do again this? I say, no, it's impossible. Or, I don't know how to do it. I would like to have hits. Sometimes we are one hit wonders.
One hit wonder.
We don't know. It's very hard to make a hit, but what makes a hit is also the background of the brand, how promotes, market the fragrance. This is very important. Sometimes you have a very nice fragrance, you are confident, but the brand doesn't have the power to show it, and it stays there like a hidden gem, or your things, or under record fragrance that it can be hyped in some people, but not as what should be. And others that you say, no, this one not, and it's super hype because the brand has promoted it everywhere. Like that.
What's the future for niche fragrances now? Now you see a rise of a lot of fragrance brand. Recently has become like boof.
But it's the same. Sometimes, it's comes a lot. They will disappear. Many of them. Some of them remain. And again come up.
But you think now it's different because we have social media?
I mean, it's easier these days, at least thanks to social media, to reach more people. But doesn't mean that your things are good enough to remain. It's like, for example, if you go back 10 years back, let's say, and you used to be a musician, at that time to become popular was more hard than now that if you do a TikTok and then you boop, 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 and then everyone knows you. Now, thanks to the medias, you reach more people, but doesn't mean that the quality will allow you to remain. You can go, then you will get the people coming, they will come, they will smell, you say, no, this is rubbish, and then that's all, and then go to the next. But also they are less loyal because now you have more option.
So, okay, as a brand owner, what would you advise someone like myself? How do you make someone loyal to a fragrance? What's the qualities that is required?
No, the quality is, the best. I should always tell you, if you want to do something, do the best. Otherwise, don't do it. It's like if you are running a race, a marathon, and in the last kilometer you abandon the race. No, in the fragrance it's the same. If you are going to do it well. Otherwise, don't do it. This is important.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take some questions from you guys. Is there anyone that would like to ask a question? Perfumer, it's an opportunity to kind of like ask away. Don't feel like, guys, look, don't feel like shy. We're all in there together.
How do you know when a fragrance is complete?
This is the most complicated thing of a perfumer, because always the perfumer wants to think like, what happened if I'm adding this, or how it could be. So the most complicated thing is to end the formula. Start is very simple, but you need to put a limit. Like sometimes you smell it and say, okay, it's fine, block it. And I have some assistant always that they are when they're coming to me and they give me, okay, my trials. I say, that's no. And then, are you sure? I say, yes. It's like, because after you maybe you are going this way, and then after you are saying, no, then you need to go back. And we go another way, no, you go away. Sometimes you even, if I'm telling you, I'm sending you one trial and then you want to improve, okay, I do it. And again, and again. And sometimes it was the first one that you love it already. So you need to know when the fragrance is done. And me, sometimes I say, okay, this was my idea. And I don't think, what happened if I add something else? No, it's done. I like it as it is, and I don't want to see other things. And if you ask me, I will tell you it's done. It's this one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I didn't already send it to you. Understand? For this.
Do you ever give yourself gratitude when like gratitude is due? Like
Nope.
you've made a lot of big fragrances.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever like actually tell yourself that you're proud of yourself, or do you always want to jump onto the next one?
If I'm proud of my
Do you feel happy? Do you feel like, wow, yeah,
Once
this...
you have a good, successful fragrance, do you celebrate it, or do you just go straight on to the next one?
No, I go into the next one, really, honestly. And in fact, you know, it's like, yes, I have some more popular scents created, and I'm very happy about it. But always for me, a new project is a new baby. So it's a lovely, it's a challenging, and for sure, I would like that everyone was better than the previous one. Sometimes it's impossible, but I'm trying to. For me, it's a challenging. Now it's one done, another project. I'm going to the next one, and I'm giving my best on each time. With my team, I always go on that. And if it sells, fantastic.
Kenza.
What ingredients do you think define the next wave of niche perfumery?
The ingredients.
The next wave, the next
Now we are stuck in the gourmand,
Gourmand.
and I don't know how long it's going to last. Unfortunately.
Would you say gourmand is split into different categories? Because I think some people they say it smells
Yeah,
like
but
fruit,
now-
and
but-
some
but
people say
now-
it smells like cake.
No, but now
What is gourmand?
now
Cake
is
or fruit?
But now it's a gelato pistachio, and now it's vanilla, and after it's going to be latte, and after so now we are going to stay for a while here. I don't know how many years. Let's hope, because the problem it is the Pantone. So when they start with the Pantone of one fragrance, they say, oh, Pantone color is this one, then this one match with this one, and then remains for a while. So I don't know how many years. I hope that it's going to be, because I don't like this one. Honestly, I like vanilla, but I don't like to smell in a woman a vanilla. You understand? I love to eat, not to smell it. So a woman that smells like a candy, honestly, is boring. So I don't know, maybe you love it, I don't know. But me, I'm bored of this trend, and I want that a new reinventation, but maybe at least maybe 2 more years, I hope.
Anyone else want to ask a question? Nana.
What's the quickest it's taking you to make a perfume, and what's the longest it's taking you to make a perfume?
The timing, you mean?
Timing.
Depends. Sometimes, you know, I have a very quick idea. I'm talking to my team. They catch my vision. So it's like, tack, 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 and then it goes in 2-3 days. And sometimes it stocks for a month. because also you need to understand that I'm not always sitting in the labs. You know, so it does mean I'm traveling. So even if I'm talking with my lab, they need that I'm coming to smell, to close the formula, or they send it to me where I am in the world. So if I'm going to be in Far East, they need to send me the samples there. Depends on the timing. So it takes time, the feedbacks with my team. So I cannot say like one fragrance is this amount of days. It's impossible.
Ismail.
What's your favorite creation?
This is like if you are asking to a mom which is his son.
My daughter's my favorite.
How many do you have kids? 3. Okay, then ask to the other ones how they feel. No, I'm going to say you have a favorite. You will say I love all of 3 at the same. You are going to say like that. Yeah. But I'm sure there is going to be one that gives you more satisfaction than the others. Then you can say that one.
Okay, under that context, what gives you more satisfaction?
The one who gives me more money.
Great answer.
Is it true? My father teach me a good fragrance is not the one that you like the most, it's the one that you sell the most. And it's true, because it gives you more satisfaction. It's the same if you have a kid who brings you a lot of good marks, or you need to go every week to see the director because you're
The teacher, naughty.
Is a naughty teacher. In my case, I was the naughty one, and my sister was
Good.
the adorable. If you ask my dad, I know what he's going to answer. In terms of kids, but in terms of fragrance, I like all of them for sure. There are more the ones that I become more popular on it, because at the end, popularity means sales, and if it sells, money. That is just a question of that. But there are personal fragrances that I've created that perhaps I've done a fragrance for a friend, and then after I suggest to put it in a bottle on a brand, because I have a relation, so you tell me, Christian, do you have something? I say, yes, this one. Can you put this one? And we try. And it sells, maybe not too much. I have more, let's say, I like it. And the person who was inspired that fragrance, it can be okay. And if it sells more, I'm more happy, but it's more satisfaction. And sometimes they are not so popular, but in my personal thing and for the person who made, their satisfaction is there.
Andrew.
So if somebody asked you to make a fragrance that you didn't like a gourmand for instance, would you still do it?
I will do it. And if they ask me to do something that I don't like, I will do it. But I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm proud of it.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take 2 more questions, and then anyone else before I give it to you? Daniel.
What's your favorite ingredient or your favorite note?
For me, I always say that ambrosanite is one of the most sexy materials on earth.
Amber what?
Ambrosanite.
What's that? What is
It's
that?
an amber. It's
How many different ambers are there?
I don't know, so many. But
Okay.
on this,
Why is this one a sexy note?
because for me, I feel it very hot on the smell. So it's an overdose ingredient that I always use. So this is the one that I like the most. I always love to overdose it in the fragrances, but there are, for sure, ouds.
Would you say that's like a signature? For
Yes,
yourself?
yes. In all my creation, it is. If it doesn't, it's like the salt in the food. If you don't put it, no. In all my creations, I think only in 2 that I didn't put. In the other ones, because the brand didn't want it to. But in the other ones, always. It's like it's a mark. If I don't put it, I don't like the fragrance. Sorry. It's like I feel it like no, something missing.
It's your signature.
Yeah, but I feel it. It's like without, even if it's a drop, single drop, I know it is there. So I need to put it. And they are my assistants. Many times they are fooling me. Like they give me 2-3 plotters just to see which is the same. Just little teeny. I say this one. I say for sure, because it's like already like very sensitive on that smell, and it's like they try to fool me. Like, just like to say, oh, you choose the one that doesn't. No, never.
Anyone from this side want to ask a question? Last question, anyone?
Yeah, last one. Do you wear your own perfume?
Oh, for sure.
Or do you enjoy other people's?
Ask him. He has the bottle. The fragrance that I gave in the Century of Carbonell, it was my own fragrance that I'm wearing since 20 years. I never changed. It was one of my first creations. And this is my scent. And I never change it. So I'm loyal to a fragrance. So in fact, I'm wearing this. And when I'm not wearing it, my closest friends, they know that. They ask me many times, why you're not wearing it? So this is my scent, my smell. And I decide in the Century of Carbonell to share it with the attendees, because it was like, I never wanted to, but it was an occasion that it was once in a lifetime. So I say, okay, let's make it. So it's my scent, for sure. It's not going to smell, in your skin, it's not going to smell like mine. In mine is amazing because it was made for my skin. No. We have a pH different. So it's chemistry. It's done to be perfect in my skin. And the people tell me, like, it's like, it doesn't smell like yours. I say, okay, it's for sure. So but this is always my scent, and it's something that I never share with someone. It was the first time I say, okay, let's do it. And it will be the last one for sure. And that's all.
Anything else you want to say?
I don't know if they want to keep asking. I'm here.
I'm going to let everyone have a one-to-one with you. So
what?
One-to-one, let them have maybe some... Okay, guys, we're going to take a 5 minutes breather. Look, there's more drinks there. Drinks got to finish because I can't finish all the drinks by myself. Yeah, so guys, get a chance, stretch your legs, and then you can get the opportunity to meet Chris and ask him questions and potentially get some content. Yeah?